Hi guys, welcome back to a vertebra series based on mammals and bats. This extract is from Jam Remix, so credits to them for this. 13. Bats maintain their body temperature with the help of their Birds will maintain their body temperature with the help of their feather. It provides insulation. Option B. 14. The mammalian organ which acts as a digestive and as an endocrine organ this question is asked a lot. Pancreas. Option C. Because the pancreas produces digestive enzymes and hormones. 15. A distinguishing features of mammal is the possession of hair. 16. In dissection, the rib cage of a mammal has to be open in order to expose the heart. The rib cage of a mammal has to be open in order to expose the heart. I'd like you to write down: the thoracic cavity contains the heart, the lungs, great vessels, trachea, bronchiole, and esophagus. Let's go to question 17. In mammals, the organ which performs digestive and endocrine function. This question is repeated. Pancreas. Option B. 18. A characteristics of vertebrate that is unique to mammal is unique features of vertebrate. Let's jot down a little point. Unique features of vertebrate. Number 1, hair or fur. Number 2, sebaceous and sweat gland. Number 3, developed mammary gland in female. Number 4, presence of external ear. Number 5, muscular and elastic diaphragm. Number 6, heterodont dentition. Number 7, developed brain. Number 8, pairs of testes inside a scrotal sac outside the body. Number 9, viviparity. So they born them alive. Do not forget, viviparity means they born them alive. Viviparity means they born them alive. Next, I would like you to jot other stuffs down. Primitive mammals are also called monotremes. Monotremes are also called primitive mammals. They give birth to their young ones. They lay eggs which are then hatched. So these ones are called oviparous. These ones they lay egg. Example: duckbill platypus. I've made mention of this in the previous series. And also anteater. Next, number 2, right? Marsupials. So number 1 is monotremes. Number 2 is marsupials. Example: kangaroo and koala. These ones, they give this primitive mammal, they give birth to their young ones undeveloped. Okay, so they born their young ones are giving birth to underdeveloped, and they will continue to develop in a pouch inside the mother before they finally get to the point where they are mature enough to be brought out. Next, placenta mammals. These are viviparous animals. Example: human beings, rats, man. Number 19. So number 18 is definitely possession of scrotum. Option C. 19. Complex social behavior and organizations are found mostly in the mammal. 20. Viviparity occurs mainly in option A. So sorry, number 19. Complex social behavior and organization are found in insects. Option D. Mammals. Insects also have social behavior, but the correct answer here is mammal. But if there's no mammal, you could go for insect. 20. Viviparity occurs mainly in aves. 21. Which of the following pairs of organs is located in the anterior half of the body cavity? 21. Let me see. 21 is option C. The lungs and the heart. 22. A peculiar characteristics of mammal is that they have sebaceous gland. Option D. 23. The eggs of birds contain relatively larger yolks than those of amphibians and reptiles because embryonic development is longer in birds. Option B. We'll continue with the next, or let's just touch these couple of ones, 24 and 25. A unique characteristics that distinguish the class of vertebra represented from other vertebrae is the presence of. Question 24 is option B. Scales on the lower legs. They have scales on their lower legs, this place. The structure used for offensive is the structure that the birds will use for offensive. 25. The structure it will use is option D, I, and IV. I uses here, sorry, I and I. This option B. 25 is option B. But the feathers are for flight. 26. A characteristic that exemplify the evolutionary advancement of mammals over other vertebrae is 26. Is terrestrial life, no, possession of viviparous. 26 is viviparous mode of reproduction, option A. Viviparous mode of reproduction. Now, I would like to go back to this place. This Roman figure I is called the leg. Roman figure II is called the beak. Roman figure III is called the comb. This one is used for courtship. Roman figure IV is called the tail, and it contains feathers, glossy feathers, and the rest. For the feather, number 27. I'd like to go to question 27. So stop at question. We are going to stop at question 29. Which of the following produces both hormones and enzymes? Options B, the pancreas. 28. The part of the domestic fowl responsible for preventing heat loss is. The part of the domestic fowl responsible for preventing heat loss is. Now let's jot down. Quill feather. Quill feather are for flying. Number 2. II. Covert feather. Quill is spelled Quill, feathers. Covert is Covert, feathers. They serve as body cover. They serve as the body cover, and they are the ones that are widely. They have the widest distribution also. So there are a lot of them on the body of a bird. Next, down's feather. Down's feather provide insulation, especially in young birds, and they grow beneath the quill and the covert feather. The next one is phyllophlomes. These phyllophlomes, they are small hair-like and sparsely distributed feather. Their functions are relatively unknown. So let's go back to 28. 28, they say the part of the domestic fowl responsible for preventing heat loss is definitely the down feather for insulation. 29, parental care is exhibited by the bird. The bird exhibits parental care. Let's just take it to, I think this chapter is not much. We'll stop at question 35. Let's just complete it here. 30. Use the figure below to answer the question 30 to 31. The main function of the feather covering the part labeled I, is to serve as insulator. Serve as an insulator. Option C. 30 is option C. 31. Based on the shape and structure of the beak and feet, the bird represented is likely to feed mainly on. Take a look at the beak again. The beak, like this mouth part, the beak. This bird is likely to represent. The beak is curved, sharp, and you also have sharp claws. So this is likely to be flesh. It eats flesh. Option D. 31 is option D. 32. In which of the following groups of vertebrae is parental care mostly exhibited? Mammals. Okay. 33. Which of the following possesses mammary gland? The one here, that the whale possesses mammary gland. Please note, whale and dolphins are not fishes, they are mammals. They just live in water. So it's like humans that are dwelling exclusively in water. Just imagine, think of it like a dog that lives in water, just like that. They are mammals, but they live in water. The feature that links birds to reptile in evolution is the possession of scales. 34 is scales. 35, which is the last question. Which of the following types of feather is used for flight? Do not forget, we said the feather that is used for flight is called the quill feather, option D. If you've been able to get to this point and you're able to jot down the point I asked you to jot down, I'd like you to snap those points and send to me for assessment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next chapters, and we'll also take a test before that.